Hello, Celebrate. Good morning. My name is Corey Egan. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Ilumi from Dallas, Texas, and I'm here to show you the future of lighting. So light's important, right? Not only in its ability to help us see, but it also defines a space, creates atmosphere, and even affects how we feel. LED lighting, lighting control systems, and specialty lighting are all three rapidly growing markets, right? Except, inherently, they're all complex, they're limited, and they're expensive. So in contrast, I'm excited to introduce to you ilumi. So ilumi is our series of intelligent and tunable LED lights you control right from your mobile device. And the key is that it's bright, it's simple, and we use Bluetooth low energy technology, so all you do is screw in one to hundreds of ilumi, download the app, and you get complete control over your lighting. So, Mike, you want to design the perfect atmosphere? You can enjoy any different variation of both color as well as brightness. The key is also ilumi is programmable, opening up a number of different lighting experiences that can actually improve your life. So, Jen, imagine waking up every morning feeling refreshed and alert with the simulated sunrise that slowly eases you out of bed.
I would love that.
Or Jay, set the perfect candlelit atmosphere to enjoy a romantic dinner with the wife. Or Aya, it's a Saturday night, invite some friends over, throw on some tunes, and let the party begin.
Holler.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys can hear the music, but it's playing. So, behind ilumi, we've got an even brighter team. My co-founder, Swapnil, and myself met at the University of Texas at Dallas, where we graduated at the top of our MBA class, and that's where we had our proverbial light bulb moment, so to speak, and came up with the idea for ilumi. And Swapnil is the technical guru, so he leads our development and operations-related activities. He's got a background in embedded systems engineering, has worked for Honeywell, Siemens, and Deloitte, and he's responsible for a number of the innovations within ilumi, including our proprietary Hyperlux technology. And myself, I take on most of our marketing and sales-related activities. So I've previously worked for Sabre Holdings, as well as Maxim Integrated. I think also an interesting point of qualification is my first word was light. So not only is this my company, but it is my destiny, right? This is what I meant to do. We've achieved a lot. We've won numerous international awards, received some great press from Forbes, TechCrunch, Tech Cocktail especially, thank you. We've raised $750,000 of investment to date, and we're planning to ship ilumi by the end of this year. So along with those efforts, we've really been able to design a foundation for our company and our culture that's represented in our ilumi guiding light principles that will not only allow us to be successful today, but moving into the future as well. We also realize that it takes a team. It takes folks like Dr. Jeffrey Tang, who's our firmware engineer. He was a PhD in network systems, previously worked at Texas Instruments in their Bluetooth business unit. And it takes folks like Dr. Chips Chipolcati, who's an LED expert. He was a senior director at Osram Sylvania, one of the largest lighting companies in the world, where he built their LED lighting business. And now he's on our board of advisors, as well as our official ilumi evangelist. And it takes a team of other professionals, engineers, and advisors that comprise ilumi. But at the center, most importantly, is our customers, the ilumi nation, as we call them. So that's comprised of over 1,000 backers from around the world that have contributed over $150,000 now through crowdfunding. Also includes a number of commercial customers, partners, distributors, retailers that are working with us to bring ilumi to light. And if you notice, there's a little space here in the center, and that's for you guys. So for Tech Cocktail Celebrate, we invite you to join the ilumi nation. We've got a great Kickstarter campaign going on. If you go to ilumi.co/tech, you can help us spread the word, as well as check out our Kickstarter campaign itself. So with that, we invite you all again to join the ilumi nation and live your light. Thank you.
Quick question. Can you talk about manufacturing and your margins for producing these devices?
Yeah, so our manufacturing right now, we've got partners in China and India. To begin with, we're looking at about a 45% gross margin FOB. So, it's our starting point at lower volumes, but we've got a clear path ahead through, value engineering. We're using a couple of technologies in LED lighting and Bluetooth that, are at the very top peak of their maturity, so we're expecting a lot of price decrease, and then just general volume decrease as well.
And can you talk about your retail strategy?
Yeah, so retail is one of the channels that we're looking at. So instead of going to where you traditionally buy a light bulb, like a Home Depot or Lowe's, we're looking at more specialty resellers, so actual lighting retailers that focus on specialty lighting. Style-related goods, so Fab, as example, we're working with them once we have the product to do a little launch. Places like that, where you're looking at it not as a light bulb, but something that's going to help you get the most out of your space, a style kind of element.
So it's just the bulb, right? Then it's a standard connection.
Yeah.
Is it just Bluetooth, or can I do anything remote over IP?
Yeah, it's interesting. So lighting is something that we felt like we wanted to make it as simple as possible, and Bluetooth was the means to do that. With automation built in, there weren't many experiences that we could think of where you would want to control your lighting when you're not there. Normally, it's something that you're going to be there in the present. The one was a vacation mode. So since we have automation, you just set that up before you leave, and it turns on or off automatically. It's possible, but now it's local.
I see that you guys are doing a good job building a community around this. Do you guys have an API or any kind of way for developers to get involved?
Absolutely. I think that's the magic of this. Is at its start, it's a platform where we give you complete flexibility in both the color and control. And we've got some great things we're doing it, reaching out to both consumers and commercial customers, but we're also opening up an SDK, and through our crowdfunding have over 50 folks that have already signed up, want to have that SDK as soon as possible. So it'll be exciting to see what they come up with as well.
I want to applaud you on having a working hardware and software product demo on stage.
Yeah,
well done.
thank you.
Well done.
It worked.
With the channels that you're going to after pre-order, what do you think of competitors like Philips and GE and others that will go straight to retail? And what's your target price point per consumer or per specialty retailer or e-tailer after crowdfunding?
Okay. So great question. I think what's exciting is LED lighting in and of itself is huge, right? It's $15 billion, growing annually at 15% for the foreseeable future, right? So there's a lot of opportunity there. But also we've seen kind of some similar concepts from a competition. So Hue as one example. For us, what's great is that we do some things really well. We're brighter, simpler, and smarter than the competition. And it's not only translates to consumer kind of applications where you just want something that's simple. You don't want to deal with a hub. But also a lot of commercial applications in hospitality. So bars, restaurants, hotels. They don't want to deal with having to plug in something into your Wi-Fi network. So we see a lot of opportunity there with commercial. In terms of kind of our retail strategy or pricing, I think our game, we're going to compete as a differentiation product on experience. So we're going to be slightly above where the market is. Following it, maybe our retail price, just so you know, the large, which is kind of your overhead lighting, is $99 retail, and the small is $89 if you're looking at an individual. And then, year over year, as our component costs goes down, we'll kind of follow the market, but not necessarily lead the market in terms of pricing. We're leading in terms of experience. Okay,
and your GM is 45%. What's your bill of materials cost for both of those lights?
So the bill of materials is like 45 and 52, respectively.
What's your background?
Right now. So my background, marketing and sales in a number of different tech companies. So Maxim Integrated right out of college, and then went to do my MBA, and then worked for Sabre Holdings for a couple of years. I've done a number of different marketing, sales, strategy, communications related tasks. My family's background as well, it's been in custom home development for a number of years. So I've kind of seen what's happened with LED lighting, and not only the infrastructure that it takes to build a space, but how people can interact with it.
How did you get into lights? Like, what's going to drive all this geekery around LEDs for a long time?
It was definitely kind of a collision of ideas, but I think, for me, what's exciting was why we really like this is I think we're at a magical time now with hardware and software combining, that through innovative design and technology, we can kind of make even the simplest things around us magical, right? And that's really cool for me. So we've started with LED and Bluetooth low energy technology and doing that with light. Cool. Thank you, guys. Live your life.